Good morning, good morning. This is Live Smart Foundational Development, Tracy speaking, and today I would like to talk about responsibility for self. So it's quite an interesting dilemma actually in life, in that people, children, livers, and people that walk this earth don't take responsibility for themselves. Maybe that sounds a little bit harsh, but if everybody had to take responsibility for themselves, the world would actually become a better place. Taking responsibility for self includes eating healthy, doing the right thing, doing what's good, but doing what's good for yourself. Doing what's healthy for yourself, eating the right foods, eating what makes you happy, finding joy in the world, finding happiness within yourself for the environment, working with your own inner peace. How do you find your inner peace? Learning how to find your inner peace, learning to stay fit. Many people are very single focused, so you've either got a runner or a swimmer or a hiker. Your modes of fitness, which is fine. Everything in life is your choice. We all have the free will to do as we please, really, within the laws of life. You've got your laws through the police, through the law, through government. You've got your own laws, the laws of the universe. We need to take more responsibility for ourselves, though. And in taking responsibility for yourself is in any given situation, in any given argument, in any debate that is actually happening amongst people, parents to children, abusive situations, working environments, home environments, any said situations that you might be grappling with. What is your responsibility within the argument, within the scenario that is going on? I have teenage girls, and they would come home and grumble and groan about so-and-so did this and so-and-so said that, and you check out how this happened and now that happened and how this all happened and the arguments that happened. And I often would turn around and say, what's your responsibility in this part? So how are you feeling, firstly, about what was said, what was done, who said what, who did what did you say, and how did you feel having said what you said? A lot of people tend to lean towards blaming. Blame is a huge topic amongst debates and arguments, all given scenarios in the world. It's your fault that this happened. Many people won't go, I told you so, or it's your fault, because they know that they shouldn't. But I think within their thinking, a lot of people sit with blame in their hearts, scaffing someone out, looking sideways and going, I'm in this mood because you put me in that mood. You did this and now I'm angry. And at the end of the day, you became angry because you became sad because the situation happened the way it did. So-and-so said whatever they said. Blame is big. Accusing, again, blame, are huge processes we need to learn to break down and debrief ourselves away from. Is that, how did the situation play out? What was my responsibility in the situation? What did I say to create thinking in another person that said something either to the argument or the contradiction to what I said, or to agree with what I was saying? Many people don't exactly take themselves to task in how it could have gone down quite differently. Or the very opposite of that is, some people beat themselves up so badly for what they said, did, and how they created the situation to go downhill, or get all excitable, or get out of hand, or whatever the situation was. So there's, again, balance in taking responsibility for self. You can't take everything onto your shoulders and it was all your fault and that's why this happened. Everybody has a part or is a piece of the puzzle to every situation. So you need to take responsibility and look at what you said. The bigger picture is everybody's part in the whole story. So taking responsibility for yourself, doing things differently the next time. You can't change what happened. What happened, happened. That is now done. Today is a new day. Now we move forward. And how would I do it differently? You can go back and say, how would I have done it differently to create hope, to have created a different scenario? It might have worked. It might not have worked. Again, that being said, in the next scenario or the next time it happens or the next time someone says, think first, what is my responsibility? How are we going to grow the situation? How are we going to make it better, more fun, less boring? Maybe sometimes you need to tone it down from overexcitement to more boring. Whoever knows the situation. But taking responsibility for self is looking at every aspect and without overthinking it, is owning your part in the scenario again. Owning who you are, what you believe in. What are your own takes, understandings, beliefs in any given situation that can either help a situation or just be a part of it. Some people overthink it. It is also needing to be a more natural process, not overdone, not underdone, but it's a work in progress that needs to actually happen. So I hope you can share some questions with me. Ask me questions like, Tracy, what are you going on about self-responsibility? And we can get into a discussion about it. My email address is livesmartfd for foundational development. livesmartfd at gmail.com. Let's go that again. livesmartfd at gmail.com. Send me questions, send me scenarios, and we can go down the path of how it actually could be different, could be handled different, how we could debrief a situation into a better situation and carry on a path